car seats, but ain't never finna buy shit. Sorry, take me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the shit girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sister. You really need to come and get your mister. Seeing all my ops linked up in a picture.
Hey my Zoe babies, it's your girl Zoe, and if you don't know who I am, well now you do, and welcome to the family. So this video is dedicated to a girl that hit me up on Snapchat. She wanted to remain anonymous, but she asked me about how to date properly, and she wanted one for the girls. So I got y'all, but shout out to her. She wanted to remain anonymous, but thank you so much for supporting my channel, and let's get into the video. Now, disclaimer, I'm going to be blunt and honest and raw and uncut with this video just because the girls are down bad when it comes to relationships, specifically black women, okay? And it's embarrassing sometimes. It's embarrassing seeing some of the things y'all go through to prove yourselves to a man. I'm here to help you to be a wife, okay? So if you want to be a sneaky link, you want to be in a situationship, this is not the video for you. If you're not healed, but you want to know how to get healed, that's going to be the next relationship video. But, you know, if you're wanting to really get down to the bottom of the business while you're not in a good relationship or while your relationships haven't worked so far, then here's the video for you, okay? I had to make that very clear before I started with anything because I didn't want y'all to be like, man, she was rude. I'm trying to be honest with you guys, and this is coming from the heart, okay? This is sincere, and this is not to hurt your feelings. This is to help you, okay, for the women that don't go to counseling, all right? First one is heal and know your worth, okay? Because when you take time to reflect and heal and see, okay, for example, say you were the one that was complaining the whole time. Okay? It should have only took one time, which that's going to be one of the points later on. It should only took one time for you to express how you felt. But even the way how you expressed how you felt could have been in a more understanding tone. Okay? But that's why you have to heal to see what you could have done better. Now, let me make this very clear. If a man cheated on you, that is not your fault. How you treated that man depends. How you made him feel depends. Okay? Some of the things that you could have done better could have drastically helped your relationship, okay? But after that relationship is done, that is the time for you to look and heal and to see what you could have done better to prepare yourself and clear yourself of any baggage and bondage for your next relationship. It is not fair to your partner for you to come in with baggage and trust issues, and they've healed and they're prepared to give you all of them because they've already done their healing process, okay? Do that. Learn your worth, because when you learn your worth, you won't settle. When you don't settle, guess what? They have no choice but to either do better or leave. And if they leave, they're not for you anyway. Thank you, next, okay? And also, this is also a time before you get in a relationship to build your relationship with the Lord, okay? Because when you build your relationship with the Lord, it shows in every aspect of your life, okay? It shows how much you love people. It shows how much of an inspiration you are to others. It shows in your work ethic. It shows in every part of your life why you are blessed the way you are, okay? And it also helps you and guides you in relationships because God sees everything. You just see what you think you see and things that you come upon during your relationship, before your relationship, getting to know the person that you're wanting to talk to. Number 2 is don't ignore the red flags, okay? Red flags are there for a reason. Y'all see somebody, you're like, oh my God, he is so fine. Like, thank you, Lord, for sending him down. He want to talk to me. He want to talk to moi. And we get it, girl, because you are that girl. Okay? You are that girl. But just because he's fine doesn't mean that you settle for his behaviors. Okay? Don't settle. Don't settle because you know your worth. So don't ignore the red flags. If you see that before the relationship, acknowledge it. If whether he decides to put up with it or not, or fix it or not, you should acknowledge something one time and he should be able to change it. If he can't change it, leave. He doesn't respect you. If you acknowledge something more than one time, leave. He doesn't respect you, because either he's going to work to better the relationship or he's not. So don't ignore the red flags, because guess what? The more you ignore the red flags, the more he's going to think it's not an issue. If he doesn't know it's the issue because you're not acknowledging it, then that's your fault. While it's a problem, nip it in the bud the first time. He has no choice but to fix it the first time. After that, you leave, okay? Because just like there's many women in the sea, there's many men in the sea. But because a lot of y'all don't know y'all worth, y'all don't heal, y'all don't build your relationships with the Lord, y'all think it's okay to ignore red flags for their looks. After a while, if they're not changing their behavior for you, then they're not the one for you. And guess what? You don't want them to be the one for you. They're going to be the ones to run you through the ringer. Either he wants you or he not. Because a real man, a man that really wants you, a woman that he's been dying to get, he's not going to want to mess that up. He's not going to want to mess that up. So don't settle, okay? Don't ignore the red flags the first time before or during a relationship, because some of y'all get tricked, okay? Some of y'all get tricked. And also, don't acknowledge his behavior, girl. After a while, if his behaviors are continuing, he's not going to be cute to you no more. He's going to be ugly to you, okay? So, number 3 is he should be treating you the way you wish to be treated. You love yourself. You've done the self-care. You've done the healing process. You've done built your relationship with God. And you love yourself to the point where you're dating yourself. If he's not dating you how you would date you, girl, what is that saying? Now, I get it. Some of y'all are people pleasers, and some of y'all are shy, and some of y'all are scared of acknowledging the issue. Well, baby, you need to get out the dating field. Because people that say what they need, say what they want, and they get what they want. Okay? Closed mouths don't get fed. And you can't expect a man to automatically read your mind and think that, say for example, you want him to take out the trash and you're just looking at him. He's going to be trying to figure out. Men sometimes aren't all the way there. You got to say what you feel, and you need to do it in the sweetest way possible. Men love a sweet woman, a sweet, gentle woman. Okay? And you can be those things without giving it to them. Because we're going to get to that too. Okay? But for real, if he's not treating you the way you wish to be treated, why are you still with him? If he's popping in and out of your life, why are you still with him? If that man's not claiming you, why are you still talking to him? Now, I get it. Because some of y'all haven't healed, y'all don't like the feeling of being alone. Well, girl, the moment that you heal and reflect and know your worth is the moment you realize that yourself is the best company. Okay? But there is somebody for everybody, and you just have to find that person for you. The first step is to not settle. The second step is to not let anyone disrespect you. It's just like taking a man back after he cheats. He showed you that he disrespected you. You took him back after cheating on you. That's just going to give him another reason, another way, a sneakier way to cheat on you again. Just because you don't want to be alone. Just because he got some good peen. Girl, it's not worth it. Okay? That's not your husband. That's not your husband. It's not worth it. He ain't put a ring on your finger. It's not worth it. Even after you're married, it's not worth it. If he cheat, leave. He doesn't value you. The next one is stop dating potential. Woo, do y'all have a struggle with this one? I'm telling you, it's great for a person to have potential. It's just like those boys from high school that had all these sports that they were doing, and as soon as they graduate, they in jail, or they gang banging, or they selling drugs, or they scamming, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it just went left for them. And you saw the potential, but they didn't. Or they had the potential And they didn't take it and run with it. And that's what it be for y'all. Like, y'all think, oh, I see this potential. He has so much potential. It's like the looks. The looks is what be getting y'all. The looks and whatever he be doing to y'all is what be getting y'all. And it's sad. It's sad. Stop dating potential. You're going to go broke dating potential. You're going to be disappointed dating potential. Stop dating potential. Men don't even date with potential. Men look at the men and look at the women that they want. And if they're with you, they're willing to take you as you are at that moment. Stop dating potential, okay, honey? Because you're going to get in your relationship and say you do build him up. Y'all won't build a bears. Say you do build him up to be everything that his potential said it was, right? Everything you visioned. Everything you visioned. He either is going to do one or two things. If you're truly the girl that he wants in his life, and he appreciates you and values you, he's going to stay with you. And you're going to be able to live that potential. Or, because you built him up, he think he can do better in every aspect. Because of course you are that girl. But if he can get you, and you built him up, he wonders what else he can get. He wonders how high he can go. And that's why a lot of y'all miss out after you done built somebody up. You done built a Build-A-Bear into everything you wanted it to be. Right? You got him the job. You built his confidence up. You built his shoe gaming up. You know, for the people that love to give. Cool. Now he's marrying the next girl. Now he's spoiling the next girl. And it's because you dating potential, girl. Nobody told you to do that. You are not his mama. Stop dating potential, honey. You're going to be disappointed. The next time I see y'all dating potential, we're going to have to scrap. Because, honey, you are lowering your standards every single time. Don't be mad at nobody but yourself. Y'all take any and everything and think that's love. That's not love, honey. Nobody told you to build him up. You are looking for a husband, a man that is a reflection of you. You have a list of certain characteristics that your man needs to have. If you meet that man and he ain't got some of them characteristics, or some of them characteristics is the opposite of them things that you want out of a man, he is not the one for you. Stop replacing what you want out of him just because of his looks. That goes back to what I was saying about know your worth, honey. That man ain't taking you out. He's not worth it. That man wants you to go 50-50. That man is not worth it. Because a man of value, a God-fearing man, which is a man you want to marry, is not going to be settling for that. Now, I know y'all mad at me because I'm calling some of y'all out right now. I get some of y'all feel attacked. Cool. But for real, though, where has any of these things that I'm saying not to do got you? I'll wait. I'll wait. Know your value. You know you're worth being a wife. You know what you bring to the table. Hey, it don't even matter what you bring to the table, girl. You are the table. If a man asks you what you bring to the table, guess what? Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. That man got daddy issues. That man got mama issues. Let him heal. If that man got to heal, if that man every time you bring up a situation got to bring up his past traumas to defend himself and make you feel bad for him, he is a manipulator and a narcissist. Leave him alone. If that man is in every woman's face, leave him alone. Either he respects you enough to not do that. I mean, I get it. You know, a man is fine and you come up and a girl come up to him and she's like, "Ooh, you so fine," you know. It's okay to say thank you. But a man should also make that very clear to women that he's taken. If that man is hiding you, leave that man alone. At the end of the day, leave that man alone because I guess it's just the Aquarius in me. But once I see something and I acknowledge it and it's not fixed, I'ma leave. If you don't respect me how I feel I need to be respected, I'ma leave. If you don't value me how I value myself, I'ma leave. Because guess what? He's going to have more respect for you leaving than putting up with his toxic ways. Yeah, some men do that. Some men literally test you just to see how far they can go. Sounds familiar, don't it? Nod your head. Mm-hmm. Now, this should have been at the top, but some of y'all be dating people in different bodies. Like the same person in different bodies. And it's because it's familiar to you and you haven't healed. A lot of this just roots from not being healed. Like, y'all really just up and move into another relationship, and that's why your relationships aren't working. Because you haven't healed. You haven't attacked the problem. You think everyone else is the problem, and that might be true. They might have some part in that, but y'all just need to heal, honey. And so since y'all don't heal, you're dealing with a same person in the different body. It feels familiar. He reminds you of your ex. And y'all are meeting those same people because you haven't learned your lesson. How many times is it going to take for a familiar person to get into your head to make you realize that your worth is higher than what you're taking it? And the craziest thing about it is the people y'all be talking to know your worth more than you do. Or if you don't know your worth, you don't stand on it and act like you do know your worth. So guess what? If you don't respect yourself, what do you expect me to do? I'm going to disrespect you too. Y'all be dating the same person, different bodies. They're called karmic relationships. And they should be teaching you lessons. Y'all be learning lessons out of every single one that be the same person in a different body. But y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it because y'all don't heal. And y'all don't like to acknowledge when you're wrong. See, y'all want someone that is everything you want, everything you need. And you want to stay the same. And I'm here to tell you, boo-boo, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, okay? Probably for your sneaky links and situationships, but God's not going to send you the person that's meant for you until you get out of that, because that's not fair to the person that God has for you. You're messing it up before it becomes a perfect thing. Y'all go into relationships unhealed before it's even a great relationship. So it's broken before it's great. It's broken before it's put together. So yeah, y'all dating people in different bodies, and with that, y'all need to, it's okay for things to not be familiar. Sometimes whenever we step out of our element is whenever we experience our best self, okay? Because when you're dealing with people or things that are comfortable to you, you get comfortable. Now, I know I said build your relationship with God in the first point, but it's such a detrimental point. Okay, it's such a detrimental point because, like, it's so extreme to the point you don't know people's intentions. Okay, you just see what they're giving you, what they're telling you, what they're showing you, which actions speak louder than words, yes, but there's this thing called intuition that women already have, okay? But the difference between you having intuition, besides having a relationship with God and having intuition, is that whenever you have a relationship with God, your intuition is heightened and it's not going to be confused with anxiety, insecurities, which, you know, should have been stronger once you healed yourself. It's not going to be confused whether you're overreacting or not. And that goes back to y'all ignoring red flags and dodging the issue. You need to attack the issue while it's there, while it's present the first time. Okay? And either he's what? Gonna do what? He's either gonna change to make it better or you leave. And the reason why is because you also want a man that is God-fearing. You're not gonna know what a God-fearing man is like until you're in your Bible building your relationship with God. Because as you read your Bible, the Lord talks to you and he guides you. And things will start to come clear as day, okay? Some of y'all don't understand this, but it's more to just the physical realm. There's a spiritual realm, and there's a reason why everything that happens in the physical realm is more detailed in the spiritual realm, or things that you see in the physical realm. It's a reason why the spiritual realm affects it. I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of like dreams. Dreams have messages, and they have to do with your real life sometimes. Sometimes you'll see familiar people or have a crazy scenario And although it might not be that exact situation, it's somewhat relating to your life. So just like, there's dreams for other things that you might experience in your life, when you have a relationship with God and you have dreams about certain people, about certain things, when it comes to relationships, those things pop up in your dreams because you have a stronger relationship with the Lord, okay? Because some things in your dreams are verbatim, and that you won't realize until you have a relationship with God, okay? And plus, since you don't know your partner's intentions, the Lord will show you what his intentions are. The characteristics of a God-fearing man is a man that loveth his wife like he loveth the church, okay? A man that will want you to be submissive, but he also knows when to be submissive. See, a lot of people get it confused. The wife isn't the only one that's supposed to be submissive. If she feels that her husband is protecting her, being a provider, making her feel safe, then as a woman, she's going to want to be submissive. It's not going to be forced. If you're not those things, then you're not going to get a submissive side of her. And a man that also feels encouraged, loved, and a man that is led by God is not going to want to do certain things because he is God-fearing. See, y'all be lukewarm and not God-fearing. Y'all be believers of Christ, but not God-fearing. Because if you were God-fearing, you wouldn't be so adamant on doing as much in your flesh and tapping into more of what would the Lord see me do and how would this affect me on Judgment Day. Now, I'm not saying that you should be terrified because we are human beings. At the end of the day, we're going to sin whether we know it or not. But the difference is you asking God for forgiveness, and since you know better about your sins, you do better. Because once you know better, you are held more accountable because you knew better. Which I'm going to have a whole another video based on all sins are based from pride. But that's getting besides the point. At the end of the day, you're looking for a husband, a God-fearing husband at that, because he's going to be the head of your household. And you don't want just any and everybody in your household leading your household, okay? Where y'all be messing up at is y'all be telling people y'all whole life story. Like, girl, stop telling people your life story, okay? This is a lifetime. This is the first date, baby. Like, that man ain't even told you he wanted you to be his girlfriend yet. He ain't even told you he wanted you to be his girlfriend yet. Your past 5 boyfriends cheating on you and kicking you out the car, and y'all hauling off and hitting on each other, which I do not condone, baby. If you can't, if you putting your hands on people, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Matter of fact, you should be jailed. You putting your hands on people, but we're going to save that for past traumas. I'm really holding off to do that video just because I need to pray about that before I do that video, okay? But, yeah, girl. You be telling him how other men treated you. And so, in his mind, he's going to treat you a little bit better just to make it seem like he is the better pick. It's really tricks and games. It's really tricks and games. Now, not everybody plays these tricks and games because some people are sincere when it comes to actually wanting to be with the woman, okay? Very rare, but there's some out there, okay? Don't be telling him your whole life story, honey. If he asks about your exes too early on, don't give him an answer. Be like, I don't want to talk about that right now. Because that's none of his business. If anything, he should be focused on just you. Simple as that. He pursued you, so he should be focusing on you. And same thing about you getting to know him. Don't be asking him about his exes. The focus is about you. Getting to know you. Getting to know him. If he's still messing with his exes, best believe they're going to pop up. They're going to pop up either through your DMs talking about, I'm coming to you as a woman. Whatever the situation may be, your intuition will tell you if he's still talking to his ex, because either he going to be talking bad about her if you do ask and he got a lot to say, or he freshly out of a relationship, you will rebound. This is why y'all need to heal. This is why y'all need to heal. Like, at the end of the day, honey, don't be telling him everything about your past relationships. If he asks about your relationships and you do want to give him an answer, be like, oh, they all treated me great, girl. Come up with some extravagant stuff so he has a bar to reach. Because you want somebody that's going to treat you like a queen in the first place. You're not supposed to settle, right? Well, let him treat you good. Now, I get it. You met this guy. You got to know him. He treated you real good, you know? You see yourself with him and y'all future kids. So you run and tell your friends. Bad idea. Bad idea. Keep it silent until confirmed. Although we all wish we had good friends in our circle, have you ever experienced telling your friend about a certain guy and then all of a sudden, like, everything was going good, and then all of a sudden he just disappears? We all wish we had good friends, but every friend in your face is not your best supporter. So it's just like when you have great opportunities, keep them to yourself until it's confirmed. Keep this guy to yourself until he's in a relationship with you, okay? You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. Now, depending on what the situation may be, if you're not the person to run around and so your friend group, every guy that you talk to, cool. But it might be intuition. It might be he just wasn't for you, so he disappeared. It might be he met another girl, so he disappeared. Which, if he coming in and out of your life, is definitely somebody else in the picture. Okay, baby. Patterns are the reasons and red flags for why y'all relationships are not working. And why would you want somebody that is always disappearing and popping back up in your life? Like, I think about it like this. A man that is disappearing and popping back up in my life, if I had children, what he gonna do? Disappear and pop back up in their life? And I want a man that is gonna be, very helpful in my children's life. I want a husband and a great father for my children. So I'm not gonna want somebody that's popping back up in and out my life. You shouldn't want it either, baby, because I know my value. I know my value, honey. And with knowing your value, this is another thing. Y'all give the cookie up way too early. Like, girl, I don't know how many times I gotta express this, but the cookie is not gonna make him stay. It might make him pop up and out of your life because it's good, because it's convenient, because you're still entertaining him, but that's not gonna keep him. Women and men look at sex different. Stop giving him the cookie if he's not your man. Stop giving him the cookie if he's not your man. Many women don't know this, but men really don't want to be vulnerable. And that's why they have multiple sex partners, okay? The difference between you and possibly any other girl that he just slept with and left is that you made him value and respect you before he got it. Because once you make him value and respect you, he now has a vulnerable spot for you. It now makes him want to appreciate you. And it also makes him want a relationship with you. Men can just up and do that because they're trying to get a fix. But a man that has worked and earned that, he is the one that's not going to mess it up. Now you got an extra body because you was trying to say, oh, he acting funny now. Girl, if he was acting funny before the coochie, he finna act a whole fool. And the thing is, y'all get attracted to toxic men. Like they wasn't doing good before. He was giving you bare minimum before and you gave him the cookie. Now you think that because he's back in your life, popping in and backing out of your life, and he wants the cookie again, that he must still want you. No, girl, you're convenient. And it's not because you're not worthy. It's because you're not showing him that you're worthy. It's because you gave the cookie up too early, so he don't want to get to know you. Now, of course, there are many exceptions, but those are for women they really want to be with. Like, I want y'all to get this through y'all head. If a man wanted to, he would. And if you're that girl for him, he's going to go out of his way. I literally saw a TikTok that said that men are not dumb romantically. And that was so true. Men are not dumb romantically, but if they're not doing what you want them to do, they're not doing it for you because you're not the one. There's someone out there for you, but you're settling. There's someone out there for you, but you're dealing with bare minimum. There's someone out there for you, but you're not holding yourself to a high standard, and you're not requiring it at your partner either. There's plenty of, there's someone for you, but you're not healed. There's someone out there for you, but you're not acknowledging an issue. There is someone out there for you, but you're so used to toxic situations and toxic environments that you are sabotaging good things and good people for your life. So you think it's a trick. That's why you need to heal. Y'all be dating people for entirely too long. Like, y'all don't get this. Like, ladies, he knows if he wants to marry you at least by 8 months. Really 6. Really by 6 months. Even Kevin Samuel said, I'm not dating somebody for a year and a half and more than that and knowing if I want to marry them or not. He knows if he wants to marry you by that time, honey. So after a year and a half, which I even think that's too long, but after a year and a half, you don't know if he want to marry you yet, girl, leave. He's wasting your time. And y'all also be messing up by, being in these long engagements. Like, I know some people that have been married or engaged for like 10 years and called off the wedding. Like, what? I get, like, you're engaged to somebody for a year and you get married to them like that next year. That's understandable because you got to plan out a wedding. But girl, you was in an engagement. Like, you was just in the middle part for 3-5 years. You was dealing with this man with these toxic traits for 8 years. He got some babies out of you. He got some babies out of you before he married you. He got some babies out of you before he married you. That don't make you angry. That don't make you see your worth then. That don't make you leave then. And even after you have his kids, he still don't treat you how you need to be treated. Like, that don't make you leave. That don't make you see your worth. Stop doing wifey things for these men that are not your husbands. And that's why when you're also dating, because you're not supposed to be, according to the Bible, you're not supposed to be, sexually active with people you're just dating. And it's because it's soul ties involved. But for real though, like, know your worth. Don't move in. Don't move in with that man. You're going to do wifey things being in the house with him if you're living together. You're bound to have children with that man if y'all in the house together. That man really had kids with you before he married you so you could be bonded to him forever. Like, that don't tick you off. He gonna have other women around your children. That don't tick you off. Whenever it was supposed to be him being passionately in your child's life, in the house, because y'all were husband and wife before y'all had kids, but it didn't happen that way because y'all moving in together and y'all doing wifey and hubby things with no ring. See, people think it's just the ring. It's the reason why vows are involved. It's a reason why it has to be done in front of a church. Because it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. But see, I get it. We don't see that many representations of beautiful marriages because we aren't healed. Because of past traumas. So you don't even know how to love correctly. We have a whole generation of kids who don't know what love looks like because it wasn't presented in the generation before that, in the generation before that. Like, something in you should want to break that generational curse. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm out of my element when it comes to my generation. But there are devoted people out there. There are people that are ready for a relationship, ready for a marriage. But we're dealing with so many broken people. And that's more than what we should have to work with. It's not fair to my partner that I have all this baggage and they have to struggle before I can show them that I love them. Like, what logic is that? That's not godly love. And it shouldn't be expected. And if you feel like you gotta experience that before you experience love, you need to reevaluate what love is. This is gonna be my last point, and then I'm through. But a lot of y'all just are in like the getting to know a person stage, and y'all be cutting off y'all options. I'll be courting with people, and then you talk to one person and it's not a relationship yet, and y'all cut off everybody else, and that's just a no. That's just a no. Y'all literally do be missing out on y'all blessings because y'all cut people off for people that's not even the person for you, and it's because y'all just really be going off of flesh. But you know, like I said, a lot of this is deeper than just getting to know people. Now, whenever you're courting, you shouldn't be intimate with these people, okay? Courting is an interview. Dating is an interview of seeing who is the partner for you. So it's okay to talk to multiple people in that stage because you're not intimate with them. You're just getting to know that person. You can even build some friendships in that courting and dating stage. The moment you're in a relationship is the moment you cut those things off. But y'all have so much hope and see the potential that y'all cut off all these people for that one person. And if a guy has an issue with you talking to multiple guys, cut him off. Don't take him serious. Okay? Because he's only wanting you to cut them off so he has all of your attention. Which, if he really wants all your attention, he will be doing the best that he can to show you that he wants all your attention. Okay? And if he has such an issue about it, advise him to talk to other girls. Because just like you might see another person as a better option, he might see another person as a better option. And don't make you less worthy. It just means that you weren't the person for him, and vice versa. It's okay to talk to multiple people while you're dating and courting, because at the end of the day, y'all aren't doing boyfriend and girlfriend things, or at least you're not supposed to. You mess up whenever y'all do that. Okay? So keep it platonic. Keep it to where y'all are getting to know each other. Okay? When you think of a courting and dating phase, you think of a job interview. Who is the best person for you? Because you don't want to get in a relationship and you settled for other things than what you were looking for, and now you done cut off a whole bunch of people that probably were great partners for you for this person that gave you the illusion that they were the person for you, and they weren't. Okay? So yeah, talk to multiple people. That is what dating is for. That's what courting is for. But in the meantime, don't be intimate with those people, because that's where it gets a little bit tricky. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I helped a lot of you ladies to how to date properly and get the husband that is meant for you. I love my Zoe baby so much. And if you feel like I missed out on a lot of things that would help for, you know, women to date properly, leave it down in the comment section below. I love my Zoe baby so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and peace out.